What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today's gotta be the biggest day in Pokemon Go history. There has been so much to go over here. The first and foremost, Mimikyu did get released into the Go Battle League. I'll go over that in just a second. But also, the new system, the Preview Cup, if you know what that is, the GBL Refactor, is gonna be now the normal format here in the Go Battle League. So what this means is, if you don't know what that is, basically they've been working on fixing a lot of the bugs for a long time now in Pokemon Go PvP. They feel the system is ready enough to push into the broader player base, and while there are still a few bugs remaining they're trying to fix out, it is a lot more consistent, honestly, than a lot of the other systems that we've had to play on. It's going to be a format where a lot of things are going to be consistent, deterministic, and hopefully a lot more competitive, especially once these last few kinks get ironed out. But yeah, Mimikyu, another pretty big Pokemon to talk about here. Mimikyu is a super unique pick. Not only is it going to be the first Ghost and Fairy type ever eligible in the Go Battle League here, but it's also a Pokemon with a unique form-changing mechanic, kind of like Aegislash and Morpeko. The whole thing about Mimikyu is you have a third shield built into your kit. Mimikyu, the first time you no-shield it from a charge attack, it will take 0 damage from the incoming charge move. This means that Mimikyu is going to be able to have a lot of great matchups here just by having inherently a lot of artificial bulk on it. But the one drawback is, if you do end up taking that third shield, that means your defense for the rest of the game, even if you switch out on Mimikyu, will be at -1. But I think that is a pretty fair trade-off, saying this Pokemon is able to put in so much work even in really bad matchups. Just you wait and see. Today I had some of the most insane battles I think I've ever seen, so without further ado, let's get into the battles and see what Mimikyu can do. I'm kind of excited here. First game, trying out Mimikyu. This thing looks so busted on paper, but we'll figure out if that's actually true or not. And we see a Malamar in the lead. Honestly, I'm kind of... Oh, shoot. I don't have the right moveset on my Mimikyu here. Maybe this is the secret tech. Maybe you want to run Hex. I'll have to TM that. I double moved it, and I saw it had a Ghost-type fast move. I guess I just called it quits from there. Anyway, look at that. We don't need to shield the first move from Malamar. That's one of the best things about it, is you're a Pokemon that literally has a third shield built in. So we'll go for the shield here with a Play Rough, and we'll see at this point, what do they want to do? Do they shield this up? They do. Okay. And at this point here, I should be able to go for another attack pretty soon, so they're forced to throw energy against us. I think what I want to do is I'm going to let this go, because I know this does knock us out from here, but I got the shield advantage, and that's what I want to do today. I want to try to set up my Primate. I'm just remembering I might still be on Earthquake on Licky Licky thanks to the last meta, so my movesets are actually completely scuffed on this team, but that's fine. Maybe I didn't want to have the right movesets. Maybe I wanted to play Earthquake Licky Licky. Honestly, I don't think that I would knock him out here with, oh, they superpower, interesting. Do they swap now? They do. Okay. I don't love Corviknight necessarily, but it's playable. I'm going to just instantly go for a Rage Fist here if I can. I'm just going to 2-shield my way through this Pokemon if possible. Alright. We are in such a scuffed spot here, though. I have, unfortunately, not TM'd the movesets correctly. If I did, I'd be in a better position. I was so excited about Mimikyu. I guess I didn't remember that you have to, like, I don't know, do other things in the Go Battle League here, too. Alright. I know a Rage Fist wouldn't knock out here anyway, so I might as well overfarm. And we can shield this up. I'm hoping at this point they don't get to a third attack before I get my next Rage Fist through them, but they could try to catch that at some point too. Alright. If they're one away from their next Sky attack, or Air Cutter rather, they can land the move into us, which I would not love. But we'll see. We'll figure it out shortly. Oh, they let that go? Oh, do they just survive the Karate Chop? They do! Was that DRE? I don't think so. I think they're on 1 HP here. Do I survive this attack? I might barely, but not well. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know that I have the funny attack here. If they no-shield this, I'm happy. Oh, they do no-shield. Okay. Well, maybe there's actually a chance for us because I have Earthquake. That would be really funny. With that said, there is still a Malamar around, and I don't love that. I don't think I have a close combat, though. That might be DRE coming in clutch right here. But I think I'm 1 away from a close combat, so I think even with Earthquake cheesing out the Morpeko, or the knockout there... Wait, they let that go? Wait a second, do I win this? What are they doing? I think I could shield KO if I wanted to, but they just threw that game so hard. Why did they no-shield 2 Earthquakes? Did they not think Earthquake was the play? I don't even know. Anyway, let's TM our movesets here, because that was crazy. I should not have won that game. Alright, next battle. We'll see Mimikyu into a... Mightyena, yikes. Firestar was just warning us about this Pokemon. Luckily, if I get some shields down, maybe it's not as bad. Oh, okay. Well, this person's having some fun in this meta. I wish I didn't TM off my Earthquake that I had from that other meta, but you know, it's fine. Maybe they think I still have it. Either way, if I do get shields down, it's not like I can't play rough into that Mightyena, right? And the funny thing is, Mimikyu, despite being so bad into Mightyena, actually does win the Zero Shield matchup against it, just because it's such a strong Pokemon neutrally. You have that shield, the guaranteed shield on that first attack, so, I mean, I could have even stayed in if I wanted to. Alright, they are at an attack here. Likely a Moonblast about to be thrown. I think I'm going to let this move through, but I am a little bit worried about how this is going to play out. Oh, just a Rock Slide. Now they need to go for a second attack to KO us, I think. Yeah, I get my next Shadow Ball through. This might put them into Body Slam range. And if that does, then we do force a second move out of them. We'll see, though. This game's going to get so dicey. Because I don't know if I survive 4 Rock Slides or Rock Throws. I do. They had to throw because of DRE being a guaranteed thing now. Alright, well, I'm going to go for the Shadow Claw down with my Mimikyu. I'm going to try my best to get a shield advantage and hope that my Primeape in the back line is going to pop off. Going to give it to us. Okay, nice. Hopefully they don't get another move off here. Nice, they don't. So, big farm down. Okay, and we'll go for the play rough here instantly, because I don't want to be in a spot where they call a Shadow Sneak bait. I really just want to set up a shield advantage for my Primeape. Although they will get his shield back by going for a Poison Fang into Primeape here, so we'll see how that goes. And I mean, these Karate Chops are hurting quite a bit, so I gotta shield this up. I gotta hope the backline is disrespectful to Primeape, and we'll see what's gonna happen here. Alright, they do swap out into a Ninetales. Alright. 5. Okay. I think the play here is to try to shield this up and win. But we'll see if that's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if this close combat's going to be quite enough, unfortunately. But we'll see, I guess. They probably no-shield this no matter what. Which they do, okay. Wait, hold on. I can actually see a way to win this game. I actually see a path to victory here, and we'll see if that's possible or not. They shield it up, and was that a CMP? Like, does Mimikyu ever somehow just win this one? I don't know. The fast move pressure is going to hurt quite a bit from that Mightyena. But I think Mimikyu might actually have a chance here, because I still have a shield this game. Keep that in mind. I still have a shield ready to go. They have to just go for fast move pressure here. And I think I survived the Embers. Wait a second. Dude, this Pokemon might be the most busted thing in the game. And I'm not just talking about the disguise getting busted right now. They do debuff us twice, though, thanks to the fact that when your disguise breaks, you end up getting a defense drop on its own, and Poison Fang also has a defense drop. So if the Embers knock us out here, then that's not good. But we didn't take that Sucker Punch. 2 or 3 Shadow Claws should do it. Oh my goodness. Wow. And that was the hardest Mimikyu answer in the game. Mightyena taken down. Dude. Okay. Mimikyu. That is scary. Alright, Mimikyu into Empoleon, Shadow Empoleon. You know, not a great lead matchup because Metal Sound is super effective into us. But fun fact, I can get a shield advantage here. Oh, they bring in a Volt Switch Fortress. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. Okay, and they're just going to go for a Sand Tomb here. Now, I know this is going to drop my defense stat and make it so I'm permanently defense dropped for the rest of this game. But honestly, I really like the energy I'm about to get here. I can just no-shield this. And I can come in now with my Licky Licky, transfer the Volt Switch damage, and we have a lot of energy on Mimikyu. I don't necessarily need Switch either this game. They give us a Sneak, okay. We'll see how they play this out. Alright, big Rock Tomb. That is going to put us into range where the next one does threaten us a little bit more, I guess, but I mean, it's a non-Shadow Fortress. They can't two-shot us here. So we'll see what's in the backline at this point. I wonder if it's a Waterfall Empoleon, because if not, they're pretty weak to Fire-type damage already. But we'll see. Second Rock Tomb going to come through. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in Empoleon right now. Okay, they don't. I'm not going to give a farm down over to my opponent. I feel like that would be a bad play right now. I don't want to give a huge energy lead over to the back line. So I'm actually just going to hard pivot back to Mimikyu. Now, my defense is dropped by 1 stage, even after switching out, which is one of the odd things about Mimikyu, right? Oh, well, that is not an answer to us. It looks like it was Waterfall. Tankaton, triple Steel Team, kind of cool. But this right here is why I built up so much energy in the lead. I knew that having the energy advantage in the backline was going to be very hard to deal with. And they still have to Gigaton Hammer, right? That's only a bulldoze. I mean, I know my defense has been dropped, but like, I'm still a Mimikyu. I'm not that squishy. I'm at -2 defense now. I get 2 Shadow Sneaks here. Yeah, this is not looking great for them, I'm not gonna lie. This is looking pretty good for us. And I'm happy to see it. Alright, big Shadow Sneak. We have a second one ready to go. And if they shield this up, then we just bring in our Primate. And we start going to town. I mean, either way, we swap Primate here. Yeah, they double shield. That is not great news for them, because now Primate up 2 shields. One of the most broken Pokemon in the meta. We'll go for the shield here. Our opponent does have a Bulldoze. This is only a Bulldoze. I could go for the no shield, honestly, on this, but I'm not going to. They're probably going to try to catch a Rage at some point. Never mind. They're just going to go in with their Empoleon, and they're going to die. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they really had much of a chance here, honestly. I don't know what they should have done. Honestly, maybe staying in Empoleon in the lead would have been a better play, because those Waterfalls would have chunked us down pretty quickly, and they could have guaranteed a debuff. But swapping out there, I don't feel like that was the best play they could have gone for. And yet again, we get an insane win, thanks to Mimikyu. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Mimikyu into Unova Stunfisk. Honestly, this is going to be a good test. Well, it would have been, but they swapped. Okay. I am scared of what they're going to have in the backline now. Because they did just bait out my Licky. And I'm almost certain if you're going to swap out of the lead and you have a Ufisk and a Flying type, it's just got to be that classic team with yet another Flying type in the backline. Like, it's going to be maybe a Toucannon, maybe a Togekiss, maybe something else, but I'm pretty sure it's like an A, B, B normal type, Flying type team. But here's the thing. I think I do survive this attack. And if I get a shield advantage here, I'm not in a terrible position. It's not like I really need switch against Ufisk either way. Yeah, we survive. Very comfortable live here by my Licky. And now we'll see what they want to do. Big Body Slam. Do we get a shield? We do not. Okay, so we win switch advantage. That's nice. But what are they going to bring in? They come in with the Ufisk. So they get 1 Thundershock here. Oh! Okay. I know that is a problem on this new system. If you tap... if you get knocked out by a fast move, your switch trait comes up so quickly. It's not even funny how quickly that comes up. Honestly, maybe this is the right play, though. Because if there is what I think there is in the backline, then this could still be fine for us. If it is like another flyer. But I do kind of wish I didn't just do that. Go for the close combat here. Just try our best to get either a shield or a lot of damage into them. They likely no shield, though, either way, saying they would survive. And now I'm going to bank the energy. Come in Mimikyu here. Okay, not exactly the Pokemon I was expecting to see. Okay. And we should get the Play Rough off first. They're at 4, so they have an Air Cutter ready to go. Pidgeot here is going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. They do shield. Because, yeah, as you can see, the Pidgeot's already putting us into a range where just an Air Cutter would knock us out. But my Shadow Claws are actually doing some real damage here, too. That's kind of crazy to say. I'm going to go for the no shield on this. And then I'm going to go just for the instant Play Rough and hope for a CMP. I might have got one. With that said, it is still a bit of a dicey endgame here because I need this to knock out or put them into farm down range, and it's not quite enough to KO. I can't take a Gust. I just can't take a Gust right now, so I do have to shield this up. I think I probably lose this game. But we'll see what we can do here. It's not a simul KO. I think they have the move, right? So I have to go for a shield KO here. And hope for the best somehow. If they shield this up, I can win this game. Come on, Shield Trainer. They shield KO. Please. I get a shield KO. Are they out of move on Ufisk? No way they just did that. No way they just shielded that. They had a guaranteed win con with their Ufisk. And we got this shield KO instead. That's playing to your outs right there. Alright. Well, GG's. That's crazy. Alright, Marowak lead. This is going to be a good test, I think, of Mimikyu. We don't have a ground resist on this team. So normally I'd say this Pokemon could be kind of scary. But I think having a third shield randomly is one of the most amazing things you could really ask for in this spot. And let this go. We survive a Bone Club thanks to that. And if we set up that shield advantage that we're trying to, we should be in a pretty good spot here. Okay. What is this? Okay, Licky Licky comes in. Sweet. Well, we'll just bring in our Primate here. And we know as a regular Primate, I survive whatever they throw. They're at 6, so probably going for back-to-back body slams here. But if it's a Shadow Ball, that is a little bit more energy that they have to expend. Okay, so we do survive that. I'll go for the close combat after just a single Karate Chop here. And we'll see what they want to do. Do they shield this or do they let it go? They let it go. Here's the funny thing. If that Marowak does come back in, I can just do one Karate Chop and reach a close combat because DRV is guaranteed. So, also that doesn't even knock us out. But I just can't always guarantee to reach this move. On the old system, if I was kind of worried that would knock me out, that wouldn't be anywhere near as easy of a call to make. Alright. They do knock us out there. But now I can bring in Mimikyu, who is at -1 defense still. Keep that in mind. Okay. This is going to be an interesting game. I know that Licky Licky is not unplayable into Carbink, but it is, like, annoying. So, we'll see what we can do here. They're at 12. They have a Moonblast ready to go right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see them just bait, though, with a Rock Slide. I think that's what I would do if I were them. 13. Yeah, I think it's always a Rock Slide bait, but I can't really no-shield everything this game. I gotta shield something. Licky Licky, unfortunately, does not have a third shield. They're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the good news is I do get to a third Shadow Ball here on CMP with a Moonblast, and if they throw a move before then I know for a fact that's only a Rock Slide. Okay. Yeah, we get the move off. That's huge. We'll see if they want to go for a shield here or not. I would imagine they let this go, because they know that Mimikyu has a lot more damage on it. But now they have to throw energy before I get to another attack here. That Marowak has energy on it. I think the play is to let this go. They do Moonblast. Mimikyu is at -1 defense here, so Fast Food Pressure could be kind of scary. But let's just go for the Shadow Sneak. And we'll see what we can do here. Big Shadow Sneak, big Shield, and now we go for the Play Rough. Do we actually? No. If they throw the energy here, I shield this up, I do one more Shadow Claw, and then Shadow Sneak should be enough to KO. And then I'll have some extra energy for the Carbink, potentially, to get to yet another move. Yeah, and as you can see, that damage looks like it registered, right? But that is pending damage on the new system. I'm not going to take that damage as long as this Marowak gets knocked out here, which it is going to go down. And my health bar is way back up. So now we should just get another Shadow Sneak here. Or just farm down. Dude. Oh my goodness. Let's go. This Pokemon, it's just too good. It's just too good. You know, who would have thought? A 5-0 in the first set with Mimikyu. Kind of surprised I haven't fought one yet. Although my team has been designed to take down Mimikyus too. So, it's interesting. Alright, Ninetales lead. This is going to be a good test, because I think one of the things that is a little bit of a downfall of Mimikyu is spammy Pokemon can be a little bit scary to fight against. I tried to catch a Weather Ball, but they didn't instantly throw. Although they do bring in a Jumpluff here into us, which is odd, because I don't think Jumpluff is generally the best answer to Licky Licky. Although it's not bad, neutrally, for some reason. This is going to be an odd game, because I have a lot of energy left over on that Ninetales, right? And I don't love that necessarily. They're at 8. They're probably going to go for an Acrobatics here, so despite the fact I don't want to shield this, I'm going to. It is good that I'm avoiding Jumpluff into Primeape, saying I don't have Ice Punch. 4, 5, 6, so... Oh, wait. Are they one ahead of where I thought? You know, my counting is still not fixed on this new system, I can tell you that much, unless this is just an Energy Ball. Yeah, okay. Well, I was one off. Great stuff. I'm going to switch back into Mimikyu here. Might be a bad play, might be the best play of my life. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll find out. We'll find out shortly on the It's Axon channel. Big Weather Ball, big Disguise, busted. And now we get to go for a Shadow Sneak here to try to either get his shield back from them or maybe get a knockout. I mean, it wouldn't knock out. Shadow Sneak's not like Shadow Ball. It's not that strong of an attack, but it is honestly pretty good in the grand scheme of things. We do get his shield there, actually, and I think I'm still outside of range of a Weather Ball or Energy Ball, despite my defense decrease right now. So I should be able to let this go. I have energy still on Licky Licky. Jumpluff is around, but it's low on HP, so I'm hoping that's not going to be a big nuisance this game. Well, that does nothing. Alright. Big Shadow Sneak. I wonder if they have a Mimikyu in the backline. The way they've been playing out this game, I could see it. I'm going to combo play here. Oh, well, I was going to, and then they decided to do that. That's a smart play on their end, but I'm actually pretty happy that this Jumpluff is back on my Licky Licky. because I don't really have a great way to deal with it with my my Primate. So seeing this here is good news, but depending on what's in the backline, it could still be a little bit of a tricky game. They have... Oh, no, don't get a move, please. I think they do. DRE being guaranteed means they do get an attack here. I thought that Body Slam would knock out, but unfortunately for me, since DRE is guaranteed, they reach this Energy Ball, and that is a lot of chip damage that they got against us here. Oh, that is not what I thought it would be. 2. Okay, Dugong in the back line. I think that's playable. There is still a Ninetales with energy that we have to keep in mind. Okay. 3, 4, 5. I mean... Oh, they throw on bad timing here? I think a Dugong does less damage than the Ninetales would, so I'm going to actually just let this go. Do they Drill Run? No, they Icy Wind for the debuff. But it is worse pacing by doing that. Maybe I should have kept on farming here. I actually threw a little bit earlier than I should have, I think. Oh, but they no-shield, so I win. I think I just farmed down the Ninetales now, don't I? There's, like, no way I don't. Okay, well, never mind. We actually won the game by making that play. Okay. Not the smoothest game by me, but we did play it well enough, I guess, that we were able to get the win, and they were pretty weak to Licky Licky, so we'll take that as well. Alright, Mimikyu into Tinkaton. This is an interesting matchup, because they always are gonna go for a Bulldoze immediately, right? Like, that's what I would do if I were them. Like, why wouldn't you? Okay, well, they don't immediately go for it. They're gonna go for a bait on a Gigaton Hammer. Maybe they throw a Gigaton Hammer. You never know. They should be at 2, though, because this is always a Bulldoze. Yeah. That's one of the things you have to know with Mimikyu is, like, how to play around it. And they are doing well at that. Alright, they're at 7, so they have a Gigaton Hammer ready to go. I know that would knock us out if I let it through. Do I want to shield or not? I don't really know at this point. I don't love going down shields, but I think it's not the worst thing to do right now. Well, it is if I shield a Bulldoze, so they're at 2 right now. 3, 4, 5. We'll catch a Bulldoze here on Licky Licky, save a lot of energy on Mimikyu. Hopefully that's the right play. I should be able to get to a Body Slam here before another Bulldoze if they do stay in, but they probably switch out. They got a debuff? Okay. A lot of debuffs from them. I don't love that. But at least we have our Mimikyu around. We bait out a Licky Licky, which hopefully means the final Pokemon is not quite as bad for us. They throw in 6 when they're back-to-back Body Slams here. And I still don't know what's in the backline for them, so we'll just try our best at this point to not get completely destroyed. If I do survive 2 Body Slams from here, that's pretty good for us. If I don't, that's less good. Are they on Earthquake either? No. Okay. I do survive 2. Okay. That's good. So they're at another back-to-back Body Slam here. I could go for, like, a crazy catch if I wanted to right now. But, like, I don't know how worth it that would be. Yeah, they just overfarm anyway. Alright. I mean, I still have the energy, right? That's what I keep on saying. I have energy on my Mimikyu, which is good news. The bad news is this Licky Licky is still way healthier than I'd like it to be. Like, I don't think I can go for a Karate Chop down here. Okay, I do get knocked out at least. So they're not going to get any extra energy from that. Well, Primate. Yeah, no. That's not ever going to get the farm down. They're already at the move. But I should survive this. And hopefully this is now Shadow Claw downrange. Oh, they had a Shadow Ball. Oh, I'm so annoyed. 5. Okay. I need 2 Shadow Sneaks on my Mimikyu to win this one. Can I get that? Or do I get farmed down too quickly? I have so much energy here. Hold on. I might be fine. I have so much energy. I forgot how much energy I stored. This might still be okay. This might still be playable. Does this one-shot them? I mean, their defense is gonna... Well, wait. They have 3 shields. Do they... Yeah, never mind. I got duped by the Mimikyu. I forgot that you could do that. I'm a Mimikyu user, and I forgot all about it. Although, that was an odd play. They might have thrown this, kind of. If they come back in Mimikyu, that's the right play. Surely this knocks them out. I don't know if it does, honestly. But that Tinkaton is also still around. I think they would just Fairy Wind us down. Oh, they survive on 1 HP. Okay, it's not fun when you fight against Mimikyu. That thing's broken. That thing's busted. All right, next opponent. We'll see Mimikyu into Pidgeot. Okay, pretty bad lead matchup. With that said, I'm actually going to stay in the lead. It could be a terrible play here, but it's the play I'm going for, because I should get his shield. And if I get his shield advantage, that might be all I need for my Primeape to put in work later on this game. They are air cuttering immediately, because that's what Pidgeot users have been conditioned to do. Makes sense to a Mimikyu, though, because they can get an attack boost, and they guarantee both the shield as well as my defense drop. Alright, so they're at 1 right now. And I think at this point, I just need to switch into my Licky Licky and hope for the best. Alright. At least I didn't get an attack boost. Okay, what is this? Quagsire comes in. I mean, that's honestly not the worst Pokemon for me to see. We know that Quagsire is a little bit of a scuffed counter here to Licky Licky. So I should be able to survive one move pretty easily, double Shadow Ball. But we'll see exactly how they play this out. Do they Stone Edge us here? Or do they go double Aqua Tail? Or maybe double Mud Bomb if they're at that? I don't think they're quite there, though. Mud Bomb. They could Mud Bomb Aqua Tail. But I'm going to go for the instant Shadow Ball. I want the final shield, or just a KO if I can get that. We'll see. I'd love a shield here. We do get a shield. All right. That does set up my Primeape a little bit better in the back line now. Do I even get knocked out here by a move? A Mud Bomb, probably. Aqua Tail if they're greedy? No, I should survive that. They do Aqua Tail. But I have the Body Slam. That's huge. Kind of surprised I actually did do that play. But that Pidgeot is still around, and I don't necessarily love that. Oh, that just knocks out. That is really nice. Pidgeot probably comes in here. No, it's their final Pokemon, Tinkaton. All right. Guess I'll bring in Primeape. I don't know if this is the right play. 7. Almost certainly a Bulldoze coming through right now. But I think I have to shield it up anyway. Yeah, they do Bulldoze. No debuff, at least. Try to catch a Bulldoze here. Doesn't quite work. But I don't know if they can Air Cutter us down here before I get to another Play Rough because of DRE, right? Yeah, I just reached the move. That's huge. I think I'm fine now. Because if they do survive this, I can just Rage Fist the Tinkaton. Or the Pidgeot, rather. And then I can close combat the Tinkaton. Yeah, okay. I think I'm fine now. That was a very dicey Pokemon to see in the lead, though, not gonna lie. Really annoying to see that Pokemon. I'm gonna go for an extra Karate Chop or two. No reason to throw until they've thrown their first charge attack, because I know for a fact here that I want to get more Karate Chop damage and not debuff myself as early as possible. I do have access to the close combat here, and honestly, it probably would have knocked him out anyway a second ago. But I might as well play it as optimally as I can, because I want to make sure we win this one. Pidgeot lead is not fun to fight. Close combat gets the KO. And there we go. Very bad lead matchup, but somehow it's just Mimikyu. Mimikyu things, it's insane. It put in so much work that game. All right, next battle. We'll see Mimikyu into Jumpluff. Okay, well, I mean, I do kind of want to see this here. They're going to go instantly for an Energy Ball, because there's no reason not to against Mimikyu. That would debuff me. Or they overfarm by 1. Slightly suboptimal play by them. They could have debuffed me earlier if they wanted to. But at least I do know I can survive this. Big Energy Ball. Don't get like a double debuff. That'd be annoying. Alright, yeah, just 1 defense drop is all I need to see. Alright, they're at 6, so 1 away from an Acrobatics here. I do wonder if they're gonna go for it, or if they're gonna go just for an Energy Ball. I think I was looking at this matchup earlier, and I think I can survive an Acrobatics from here, even at -1. But, like, do I want to trust the Sims that I saw earlier? This is gonna do a lot of damage. I'm gonna no-shield. I trust in the Sims, and it's going to pay off. We get the Shadow Sneak off, so honestly, the Zero Shield matchup against Jumpluff is actually kind of ridiculously good. We don't win this, but we set them up for like a farm down now. They will get an Energy Ball, it looks like, into my Licky Licky. Honestly, I'm going to come in Primeape instead. Well, that's good. I can just abuse this for Alligator. I'm just going to ramp up here, I think. Now if they end up playing out the 2-shield matchup, I can just get a huge energy or, like, damage boost on this. If they no-shield that, too, I think I might just 1-shield farm down. Maybe not. We'll see. They're 2 away from the next move. I don't think 2 Karate Chops knock out from here, but either way, I can still leverage a lot of energy out of this matchup. Yeah, I do have to go for the attack here, but I think this is still very fine right now. Although Licky Licky, I don't know exactly how much play it's going to have in the backline, saying we've seen both a Jumpluff as well as a Feraligatr here on their side. They're at 4 right now, or 4 away rather, from an Energy Ball on that Jumpluff, so if they bring that in, I think, honestly, I might Karate Chop them down at this point. We'll see. Okay. 5. I mean, they have a Scorching Sands here and 1 more fast move, and I don't love that. But maybe I get a shield. I do. Okay. And a CMP, I think, on a Scorching Sands. I know Rage Fist is not going to do a lot of damage here, but any chip damage that I can get into this Diggersby is going to make my Licky Licky's life a lot less uncomfortable. They could try to undercharge this, but that wouldn't make much sense, because then I get more Karate Chop damage into them. And honestly, I've done quite a bit of damage here already. They do Scorching Sands. It does knock us out, so Licky Licky's going to have to sweep this game. I always need to be able to get to a Body Slam in 2 rollouts against that Jumpluff. So keep that in mind. They're at 7, so 1 past the Scorching Sands, 4 away from their next, but I think they need 3 Scorching Sands to knock us out. But they could always go for a catch here. I haven't really been in a spot yet today where I have to, like, avoid my opponent catching, so we'll see how that goes on the new system. And they could also always get a debuff with the Scorching Sands, which I would not like to see. Okay. I mean, honestly, avoiding catches looks pretty doable on this system. They're at 4 right now. So 1 away from their next move. 5. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to overfarm a little bit. I'm going to do 2 and throw, and I'm going to wait to make sure that they don't switch out. Okay, they switch, so now we just keep doing fast moves, and now we win the game. Because now double body slam should close it out for us. Man, I love that you can actually wait turns now and the game visually updates. That's actually so awesome. Like, honestly, that is... It's hard to understate how much I just love what just happened right there. Like, if you're a good player, you can consistently avoid catches. I think I can go for a Shadow Ball, right? Yeah, I have it ready. Might as well throw the bigger move, because Jumpluff is always so deceptively bulky in this matchup. Alright, Shadow Ball gets the knockout. And we get the win. Honestly, again, not the easiest lead to see in the world, but Mimikyu, it just has so many good matchups that it's not even funny. Shadow Celio lead. Fun fact about this matchup, they're probably just going to go straight for Body Slam into us, because that is the right play. Body Slam will end up getting our Disguise busted, but I'm never going to shield that. And while this is, like, it's funny that you can do this to get some use out of Body Slam into Mimikyu, it's still like they're wasting 5 Powder Snows of energy into us, right? And if I can get a shield advantage for my backline, I'm pretty happy. Although my backline is also pretty good into this thing. So I don't know if that's even that good for us. They're at 6 right now, so they're over-farming. I would love to see a shield right now, but they might just go for a no shield. They do let that go. Oh, they survive on 1 HP. That is tragic. Alright, well, let me just break the disguise real quick. Do I stay in here ever? I'm going to. And now I can just bring in my Licky Licky. I hope this isn't a terrible play. We'll see. 10. They're going to go for the classic play rough into us. The weird thing is that Celio does have a Surf on it. We have to keep that in mind. They survived on 1 HP, which I don't necessarily love. Oh, that is a lot of damage. But if I get a shield here, that's really good. If I get a knockout, that's still pretty fine. They've been pretty weak to Licky Licky so far, though, so I don't know what they're going to have in the backline. They do no shield, so down goes Mimikyu. Celio could come in here, but they only get 1 attack into us. It's only going to be a Surf. But I can just roll out this down. And now I can likely get a Body Slam chip into whatever else they have in the backline. I wonder if it's like a second Ghost type. I could see that, maybe. Oh. Shadow 2 Cannon. That's scary. That might just win them the game. Uh-oh. Shadow 2 Cannon's really good into us. No! They're triple weak to Licky Licky. I wasn't expecting that. You know, fair play. They'll just peck us down here, I think. If I had Cross Chop, would that help? It might, I think it would have actually, if I had Cross Chop. I know Cross Chop is a way to make Primeape a little bit more consistent with fighting type damage, but I really like the closing potential. Why do they no-shield that? Why did they, why? That's fine, I guess, but that's crazy that they no-shield that move. All right, well, it's only a 3-2 set this time. I feel like I could have played that final game there a lot better. I kind of sacrificed my resources too quickly, and that Celio surviving on 1 HP was not ideal, but a 3-2 set is still perfectly fine. Okay, so Mimikyu is pretty good. This Pokemon, I didn't know exactly how it would play out. You can see it on paper in the simulations, and you can see just how strong it might be. But you don't know until you're the one having a third shield in your hands how strong this is. You do have that -1 defense every time you do end up taking that third shield, but even still, I don't think that's that big of a punishment for a Pokemon that is so good defensively. It has a lot of great coverage, and honestly, I don't know, this Pokemon, it's so good. I'm excited to see what people do with it in the future. But yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.